It's fine. Then I am very pleased to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Murphy.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I take the floor today not as a Democrat or a Republican, but as an Iraq War veteran who was a captain with the 82nd Airborne Division in Baghdad. 3 years ago, I came home, but 19 of my fellow paratroopers did not. I rise to give a voice to the hundreds of thousands of Pennsylvanians and veterans across the globe who are deeply troubled by the President's plan to escalate the number of American troops in Iraq. I served in Baghdad from June of 2003 to January of 2004. I saw firsthand this administration's failed policies in Iraq. In this new Congress, there are 49 new faces. I'm proud that 5 of those 49 new faces are veterans. All 5 of those veterans are Democrats. Today I stand with my other military veterans, Sergeant Major Tim Walls and Admiral Joe Sestak. We stand together to tell this administration that we are against the escalation and to say with one voice that Congress will no longer be a blank check to the President's failed policies. Mr. Speaker, the time for more troops was 4 years ago, but this President ignored the military experts like General Shinseki and General Zinni, who in 2003 called for more troops, several 100,000 more troops to secure Iraq. Now, Mr. Speaker, our President is ignoring military leaders again. Patriots like General Colin Powell, General Abizaid, and the bipartisan Iraq study group were clear. The President's plan to send more of our best and bravest to die refereeing a civil war in Iraq is wrong. Mr. Speaker, it's a time for a new direction in Iraq. From my time serving with the 82nd Airborne Division in Iraq, it became clear that in order to succeed, we must make it clear to the Iraqis that we're not going to be there forever. Yet 3 years after I left Iraq, Americans are still running convoys up and down Ambush Alley and securing Iraqi street corners. Today I'm proud to stand with my fellow veterans to support this resolution. Mr. Speaker, we often hear from our colleagues on the other side that the only way to support the troops is to blindly support the President. Mr. Speaker, I ask anyone to look at Admiral Joe Sestak, a man who was responsible for the safety and security of 15,000 sailors and Marines, and tell him that he does not support the troops. I ask anyone to look at Sergeant Major Tim Walls, a man who served his country for 24 years in the Minnesota National Guard as a non-commissioned officer, the backbone of our Army, and tell him he does not support our troops. Mr. Speaker, we are the troops, and we oppose the President's escalation of troops. I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you very much.